students, and today, last meeting nga pala, we discussed all about the different roles of mathematics in the different discipline. Okay, we studied the importance of mathematics in agriculture, science and technology, in saan pa ba? Engineering, in ano pa ba yung iba? Physical science, biological science, chemistry, ano pa ba, and more. So last meeting we discussed all of those, and now we are now jumping to, maybe this is the last subtopic for chapter 1. Na the appreciating mathematics in the human endeavor, right? So we need to we need to appreciate the importance of mathematics sa iba't ibang parang ano dito, mga fields din. Okay? So for example, sa accountants assist businesses by working on their taxes and planning for upcoming years. They work with tax codes and used formulas for calculating interest and spend a considerable amount of energy organizing paperwork. So, yan yung diyan na-appreciate ang gamit ng mathematics sa mga accountancy. Sa mga accountant, yung mga taxes, mga ganun. So, tax code forms, ayan. So, yan, diyan mahalaga, or that's the importance of mathematics in the field of accountancy. Next, in agriculturists, just like before, yung last topic natin na mathematics in agriculture, ayan, sa mga agriculturists, they determine the proper amount of fertilizers, pesticides, and water to produce bountiful amount of food. They must be familiar with chemistry and mixture problems. So doon na-appreciate ang mathematics sa mga agriculturists, sa mga amount of fertilizers, mga kung ilang litrong tubig, kung gaano kadami o ilang kilong fertilizers ang binibigay sa mga plants, and yung mga proper, yung tamang pesticide, mga ganon sa mga ating taniman. So next also, we have the architects. Just like engineers, architects design buildings for structural integrity and beauty. They must know how to calculate loads for finding acceptable materials in design, which involves calculus. And calculus is a major subject in mathematics. So that's the work of architect sa mga buildings. Biologists study nature to act in a concert with its since we are very closely tied to nature. They use proportions to count animals as well as the statistics or probability. So sa mga biologists, ginagamit naman, we appreciate mathematics to the biologists through the statistics and probability subject of math. So ito yung they are counting numbers of animals and so on and so forth. At sa mga genes na din, mga ganon. Okay. Next, we have the chemists. Chemists find ways to use chemical to assist people in purifying water, dealing with waste management, researching superconductors, analyzing crime scenes, making food products, and in working with biologists to study the humankind. So, doon naman na-appreciate ang mathematics, mga chemists. More on experimentation, mga ganon. Yung mga crime scenes, para silang kaya yung mga soko natin, or mga investigators natin, parang dumaan din sila sa pagiging chemist. Kasi, di ba, at saka dun sa mga laboratory, di ba, facilities ng, for example, sa PIDEA, may laboratory sa PIDEA na yung mga nakukuha ng mga shabu or mga cocaine, mga ganun, meron silang laboratory to test kung gaano kalaki yung gramo nung drugs na yon. So they are chemists. Next, computer programmers. Computer programmers create complicated set of instructions called the program or software to help us use computers to solve problems. They must have a strong sense of logic and critical thinking and problem solving. So those are the behavior na dapat taglay ng isang computer programmers. They have a strong sense of logic and critical thinking and problems. They must be a good problem solvers, kasi mahirap ang gawain ng mga ginagawa ng mga computer programmers.
Okay? Sila yung mga gumagawa ng ah, ng program or software, and at magkaiba po ang ano yan. Yes, yun yung mga gawa nun. So, kaya, di ba, tingnan nyo naman mga ginagawa ng mga computer programmers sa mga applications na download natin, sa mga softwares na ini-install natin, di ba? So, next we have the engineers. It's either chemical, civil, electrical, industrial, or material engineers. They build products, structures, or systems like automobiles, buildings, computers, machines, and planes, to name just a few examples. They cannot escape the frequent use of variety of calculus. Geologists use mathematical models to find oil and study earthquakes. So, iba na to si geologist, ha. So, na-i-enter ko lang dito sa PowerPoint, pero iba na ang gawain ni engineers kay geology. So, ibang behavior or ibang fields sa geology sa engineers. Sa engineers na tayo. Sa engineers, sabi ko nga, diba, they build, they make, and they create mga machines, computers, buildings, and even planes. So, they use calculus, mostly a variety of calculus, para mabuo yung mga ganun na design, the buildings, mga ganun. So, sa geologists naman, material, the appreciation for mathematics sa mga geologists naman is the study of earthquakes, yung mga natural phenomena na nangyayari, yung mga global warming na nangyayari sa ating bansa, and at the same time, yung mga parang yung mga natural process na nangyayari din, yung mga oils natin. And meron tayo nun, pero hindi nga lang. May mga oils tayo dito sa Pilipinas, pero hindi siya ganon kadami. Unlike other country na nag-aangkat pa tayo ng mga oils. Okay. I think meron ata dito sa may Santiago area ng deposito ng langis sa Santiago, sa may Balintocatok area ata. I'm not sure kung meron. Pero narinig ko yan, meron doon sa Santiago, sa may Balintocatok. Okay. So, sa engineers, okay, tapos natin yan. We have also lawyers. Why? What is the essence of mathematics sa mga lawyers? Lawyers argue cases using complicated lines of reasons. That skill is nurtured by high-level math courses. They also spend a lot of time researching cases, which means learning relevant codes, laws, and ordinance. Building cases demands a strong sense of language with specific emphasis on hypotheses and conclusions. So, sa mga lawyers naman, hindi naman basta-basta nag-i-study ang mga lawyers or nakikipagmakbakan ang lawyers sa korte ng walang matibay na ebidensya. Strong strong point para ipaglaban yung case nila. So, they are a critical thinker, a good problem solver, ang mga lawyers natin. So, to study, are very good in researching cases, talagang codes, mga laws and ordinance. To cut na lang story short, mga critical thinkers sila, mga good problem solvers, para maka-jump sila sa specific emphasis, or maka-jump din sila sa exact conclusions. Tapos yung hypothesis nila is mag-jive doon sa conclusions na gusto nilang malaman. So, that is the work of lawyers. Kaya sabi ko nga, by next topic natin, mamimit na ang problem solving. That's why you must be a good lawyers also, a good investigator. Okay. Managers, di ba meron tayong kaninang mathematics in management? So, mga managers maintain schedules, regulate worker performance, and analyze productivity. So, parang meron silang nakikita lahat kung they analyze, they maintain, and they regulate the work, yung field ng work nila. We have also medical doctors. Why medical doctors? Why mathematics is very important sa mga medical doctors? Medical doctors must understand the dynamic system of the human body. They research illnesses, carefully administer the proper amounts of medicine, read charts or tables, and organize their workload and manage the duties, nurses, and technicians. So those are the work of medical doctors. Parang ngayon we are facing the health crisis, yung COVID-19 pandemic, and until now may mga nagsilipan na ng mga vaccine, pero hindi natin alam kung talagang maganda or talagang very good na ba siya sa ating health. Wala bang side effect, although lahat ng gamot may side effect, pero we don't have the accurate side effect kung maganda pa talaga siya. So based on the clinical trials naman na ginagawa ng mga kasali sa clinical trials, okay naman. And now marami na nagsilipanan na mga COVID vaccine mula Pfizer, Sinovac, BioNTech, and more. So it's the primary duty of the medical doctors or mga doctors sa iba't ibang field to use or to maintain the good, or to choose the best or mas fit sa atin ng mga malay race na vaccine. Okay, mga dosage, kung gaano kadami yung ituturok sa vaccine, ganon. So those are the medical technologies. Now we move on to meteorologists. Meteorologists, sila yung mga nag-study naman sa mga stores, mga ganun sa outer not the proper outer space, mga nandun sa outer bodies. Okay. Meteorologists forecast the weather for agriculturists, pilots, vacationers, and those who are marine dependent. They read maps, work with computer models, and understand the mathematical law of physics. So, yan yung ginagawa nila. So, yung mga nagtitingin about the weather forecast, yung sa weather forecast also, okay, then babalitan nila, ganun din sa mga seasons natin. Kasi sa mga agriculturists, syempre doon sila nakadepende kung okay, sa bukas maulan. So, wag mo tayo mga ganito, maulan bukas. Sa pilot naman, bakit ano ang connection nila sa pilot? Kasi kapag makulimlim or pangit yung weather, so hindi nila papayagan yung mga eroplano na mag-flight. Ayan, ganun sa mga vacationers. Diba, kung pangit naman yung weather and then mag-vacation, useless, mga ganon. So sila yung mga that's their duty as a meteorologist to look or to seek for the proper the best suitable condition ng panahon, no? Kung ano yung best mas suit na ganun na weather for different fields. And military personnels carry out a variety of tasks ranging from the aircraft maintenance to following detailed procedures. Tacticians utilize a branch of mathematics called linear programming. So, yan, mayroon linear programming sa mga tacticians which is connected sa military personnel. Yan. Next, you have the nurses. Nurses carry out detailed instruction doctors given to them. They adjust intravenous drip rates, take vital dispense medicine, and even assist in operation. Just like doctors. Sila naman yung anong sinasabi ni doctor. Sila yung mga next in line doon. And they will do that to their patients. Sila yung mga nag-check ng body temperature natin, mga vitals natin, mga medicines natin, nagbibigay ng mga medicines at nag-a-assist din sa mga operations. Kaya 'di ba sa operation katuwang ni doktor ang mga nurses. Politicians, mga pulpol. Okay. Politicians help solve the social problems of our time by making complicated decisions within the confines of the law, public opinion, and hopefully budgetary restraints. So yan yung ginagawa ng mga politicians naman. So as politicians, parang lawyers, they must be a good decision maker, a good critical thinker. Talagang dapat naaayon lahat ng mga decision nila, not just for them but to the entire mga nasasakupan nila. Okay? So para ngayon until now hindi pa nasa-solve
yung yung ating 2022 or 2021 budget, I think. Di ko alam kung okay na or hindi pa. So until now, no, kasi hindi pa nila alam kung saan ang mas malaking budget, saan nakatuon, mga ganon. So before na maipasa yon, dapat nag-join, yung nag-jump lahat or equally divided yung budget na kung saan talagang mas priority ilaan, doon ilalaan. Okay. Next, we have also the salespeople. Salespeople typically work on commissions and operate under a buy-low, sell-high profit model. Their job requires good interpersonal skills and the ability to estimate basic math problems without the need of paper and pencil. So, ito yung main purpose or main agenda ng mga salespeople. They will buy low, bilhin nila yung goods or nung product ng mababa at ibebenta nila ng mataas to gain profit, 'di ba? So that's the use of mathematics sa mga sales people. Okay? Kumbaga bibilhin nila ng bultuhan or wholesale na mababa tapos per piraso mas mahal na. Okay, para makagain ng mataas na profit. So, their job requires good interpersonal skills. To estimate basic math problems. Estimation lang. Okay, nabili ko to ng 10 pesos. Okay, benta ko ng mga 5 pesos isa. Diba? Ganun po yun. Next, we have also technicians. Technicians repair and maintain the technical gadgets we depend on, like computers, televisions, DVDs, cars, refrigerators. They also read measuring devices, referring to manuals and diagnosing system problems. So, yung mga technicians natin, hindi naman sila basta-basta nag-aayos eh. Okay? Mga technicians, mga gumagawa ng gadgets, silang television, refrigerator, meron silang measuring device. Di ko alam kung ano yung tawag doon sa may red and may black na ginagawa.
Tester.
Ayun, may tester sila yon, di ba? Measuring device yon. Kung yung current, mga ganon. So, ayun, may mga testers sila. So, para tignan kung may gumagana pa ba yung pinapaayos ng customer. Tradesmen. Tradesmen is like the carpenters, the Beatles, the carpenters, the electricians, the mechanics, and the plumbers. Okay. Their job, costs, and use technical math skills specific to their field. They deal with slopes, areas, volumes, distances, and must have an excellent foundation in math. So, yun yung mga gawain ng mga tradesmen natin. So, areas. Syempre, mga carpenters, kung ilang yung area nung gagawin ng bahay, mga ganon. Mga plumbers, kung gaano kalalim, ano nung gagawin nila na anetch. And ganon. Distance, ayan. So, yan yung mga basic math or, na gawain na foundation ng isang tradesman. So, now, how can math be universal? So, with that, roles of mathematics in different discipline, yung iba't ibang appreciation ng mathematics sa mga human endeavors, how can math be so universal? Bakit sinabing ang math ay very universal? Paano nga ba? It's because, first, human beings didn't invent math concept. We discovered them. Ang mathematics po ay hindi inimbento ng mga sinaunang tao. Ito ay nadiskubre mula sa mga AD, mga ganun pa, nung mga papyrus pa ang gamit ng mga sinaunang tao, ng mga pinag-aaralan pa yung mga, 'di ba, yung mga Greek, mga ganon, kasi syempre may mga mathematicians tayo na Greek. I think Pythagoras is a Greek mathematician. I don't know, wala akong pero I think si Pythagoras, 'di ba, noon nakakuan lang doon sa mga pader hanggang na-discover siya through that one, tapos na-improve na siya. Math help us to shop wisely. Correct naman. To shop wisely, buy the right insurance, remodel a home within a budget,
to understand population growth or even bet on the horse with the best chance of winning the race. So, binibigyan tayo ng, yun pa lang yung, okay, makikita mo, using mathematics, makikita mo kung saan katataya talaga sa mga karera ng mga kabayo, kung sino ang mas yamado at tihado. So, we shop wisely, we buy the right insurance, ayun, yung magre-remodel tayo ng bahay natin within the specific budget na kaya lang natin. So, we understand also the population growth. Parang yung pagdami ng cases ng COVID sa Pilipinas, through mathematics, mas naiintindihan natin or nakikita natin kung ilan nga ba per day ang nadadagdag na kaso ng COVID-19. And ilan doon ang namatay at ilan doon yung mga naka-recover. So, that's the essence of mathematics. Okay. When you put money in savings account, the bank pays you interest according to what you deposit. In effect, the bank is paying you the privilege of borrowing your money. The same is true for the interest you pay on a loan you take from the bank if the money you borrow from a credit card. So, yun din. Kapag naglalagay tayo ng mga pera sa ating savings account, tayo ang binabayaran ng bangko ng dagdag na interest. Pero kapag tayo naman ang uutang sa bangko, tayo ang nagbabayad ng interest. So, yan. That's the vice versa lang naman ng about finance. So, by mamimit natin hoping siguro ang finance, ang mga math of finance. Next, with population growth, new members of the population eventually produce other new members of the population. Population increases exponentially as time passes. So, doon. Kaya meron tayo yung tinatawag na census, di ba? So, statistics yon under census, under PSA, Philippine Statistics Authority. So, statistics is a math subject siya. So, yan, population growth, nakikita natin sa pagkakalap through census, nalalaman natin kung ilan yung nadadagdag na mga buhay. Ganon. Yan po yun. Yung sinabing sir. How does math have to do with home decorations? What does math have to do with home decoration? At naman ang nagagawa ng mathematics in terms of home decorating? Ano nga ba? Okay. What does math have to do with home decorating? Most home decorators need to work within a budget. Tama nga naman. Kung ilan lang yung budget mo, doon lang nakalaan yung decor or rebuilding ng gusto mo sa bahay mo, mga ganon. But in order to figure out what you'll spend, you first have to know what you need. Okay, diba? You need mo muna, dapat ilagay mo muna kung ano mga kailangan. Okay. Understanding some basic geometry can help you stick to your budget. So, geometry pa lang. Kasi syempre, sa pag-i-style ng bahay, or in decorating, talagang geometry ang magagamit mo. Okay, mga minimalist, mga ganon. So, not all people are chefs, but we are all eaters. Tama nga naman. Hindi lahat alam or marunong magluto, pero in terms of pagkain na, lahat tayo magaling kumain. Most of us need to learn how to follow a recipe at some point. To create dishes with good flavor, consistency, and texture, the various ingredients must have a kind of relationship to one another. For instance, to make cookies that both look the taste like cookies, you need to make sure the use of right amount of each ingredients. So, doon. So, sabi ko nga, hindi naman tayo lahat magaling magluto, pero kaya natin. We can. Kung alam lang natin yung tamang process through, meron naman tayong mga recipe book, okay? Dapat, ang kailangan mo lang is the right measurement, right amount ng mga ingredients na ilalagay mo doon sa gagawin mo or doon sa lulutuin mo. Parang, yung gusto mo mag-bake ng cookies or mag-bake ng cake, para maglasang cake or maglasang cookies, dapat alam mo yung proper, yung right amount ng ingredients na ilalagay mo doon. para sinlasa ng cake or ng cookies yung gagawin mo. And then, kapag nakuha mo na yung good flavor, ang gawin mo na is consistency. Dapat lahat ng mga magiging next in line mo na lulutuin na cookies again or cake again, yung consistency at nung texture niya ay hindi na dapat magbabago. Parang consistent na, yun na yun. Huwag mo nang dagdagan, huwag mo nang bawasan. Kasi consistent na yan, okay na. Okay? Mathematics is the only language shared by all human beings regardless of culture, religion, or gender. Tama. Okay? Kahit girl, boy, bakla, tomboy ka, we are all shared by one mathematics. Kahit ano ka man, Pinoy ka man, or Chinoy, kung ano man ang mga religion mo in terms of religion, culture, ang mathematics isa panglahatan po siya. So, the pi is still approximately 3.14, 59, or mostly 3.14 ginagamit natin. Magbago man ang panahon, pumuti man ang uwak, okay? Hindi magbabago ang halaga ng pi or yung na 3.14. Yun na yun, wala nang iba. Regardless of what country you are in, kahit nandun ka pa sa Zimbabwe, 3.14 pa rin ang pi, ang equivalent ng pi, ano? Adding up the cost of a full basket of groceries involves the same math process regardless of whether the total is expressed in dollars, rupees, or yen. With this universal language, all of us, no matter what our unit of exchange, are likely to arrive at math result the same way. Okay. Kahit kahit yung pera mo is iba't ibang currency, yung pag-a-add mo ng nabili mo, same pa rin. Pag i-add mo, so bumili ka ng isang apple worth 5 pesos, isang grapes with 20 pesos. Kahit anong currency mo pa yan gamitin, so 10 plus 5 is equal to 15 pesos pa rin. $15 pa rin, same pa rin kahit anong currencies, yung numbers ay iiba. Okay, ang maiiwan yung ano niya magiging palitan, exchange nila. Okay, pero yung number na $15, 15 pesos, 15 na yen, same pa rin na 15. Being fast in mental arithmetic can save your money when you go to the market. Mathematics is all around us. So, kapag magaling ka, diba, sa palengke, pag bumili-bili tayo, and then kapag magaling ka talagang magkwenta ng mga nabili mo, diba, mas maganda, less tayo, less hassle pa. Kasi sa cellphone pa, very pindot-pindot ka sa calculator. Okay, kaya mathematics is all around us, ika. So, with this, mathematics can be a great aid in all our activities in the world and deserves huge appreciation, and therefore everyone realize the following. So ang mathematics deserve a huge appreciation. Dapat ma-appreciate ng panglahatan ang mathematics. Okay? Therefore, sabi dito, mathematics help organize patterns and regularities. Tama po. That's one of the major role of mathematics, to organize patterns and regularities. Also, mathematics helps predict the behavior of nature and phenomena in the world. Tama na predict ng mathematics yan. Meron tayong mga geologists, meron tayong mga meteorologists, okay, wherein they can predict mga natural phenomenon or phenomena na nangyayari sa ating mundo. Mathematics help control nature and occurrences in the world for our ends, for our own ends. Tama po. And next, mathematics has numerous applications in the world, making it indispensable. So, maraming gamit and application ang mathematics, hindi lang sa classroom, hindi lang sa ating bahay, kundi panglahatan. Okay? So, that ends. So, to sum it up, mathematics is very important in our life. Okay? So, that's it. So, that ends our chapter 1 module or lesson. Okay, dyan na po natatapos ang ating chapter 1. And announcement, I will be giving you an activity. Just stay put lang kayo sa ating Edmodo or sa ating FB group or sa ating Messenger group at isasend ko doon or yung mga i-update ko kayo or yung send ko yung mechanics about your incoming activities. So that's it. So that ends our chapter 1. So thank you for watching our four parts ng ating discussion. So see you sa chapter 2. That's all for today. Thank you. God bless.